Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's 8:52 now. We're waiting in the pre-market. I want to go over the trade deal, quote unquote, and then I want to go over to the technicals and try and make this video as fast as I can because I do have to pack a bit of information in here before the market opens. So there was supposedly a deal. Now, nothing was ever signed on, and this is literally just a handshake agreement. So what happened was. Um, Trump pulled off the tariffs for that were supposed to go in tomorrow. Another raise of tariffs. I think they were going from 25 to 30% in exchange for China to start agreeing to buy agricultural products from us, and they're expected to be buying about $50 billion worth. Um, Now, what concerns me with this is one, it's a handshake agreement. Two, no major progress was made, and three, tariffs are still set to go up again in December. So what I think this trade deal is, or quote unquote deal, um, I really just think it's buying China more time, right? China's buying itself more time, trying to see if the Democrats can get into office. As much time as they could buy to ensure that. I think that's what they're waiting for. Um, their GDP is getting smacked. Their numbers are hurting, right? So they need a deal just as bad as we do, and we want a fair deal. We want a fair deal. That's fair to say. We've been getting shellacked for years by them, and a lot of other countries too. So I'm glad Trump is trying to figure things out and bring some more back to our homeland and get ourselves some better returns. So I want to go into the technicals here. We're trading lower pre-market from where we closed, which means we're actually trading below Friday's low on a gap. Now we're in the middle of this gap as well from Thursday into Friday's session. Now I think that gap could potentially fill. I'll tell you why. On the SPX, we are rejecting this now trend line. Um, Very wicked looking doji candle on Friday on the daily chart. Now we're going to be opening up below the mid Bollinger Band on the daily. And I think that gives us room back down to this 13 EMA and this key support here of the 2940 level. Now on the SPY, that's at the 294.37, and that's one of our key levels. So I'm going to be trading that. We'll go over that in a second, but keep that level down. 294.37. We're going to go into the hourly here. And as you can see, we have a pennant forming. Now, it's possible that this 2940 level holds on the hourly. If we get down there, it is a pretty strong support. The gap would be filled, and that could be the case. We'll see how that plays out. But like I said, we do have this pennant forming, and for those of you who are fairly new and don't really know what a pennant is, there's either a breakout pennant where it forms, obviously a pennant you could break out. There's a downtrending one. So we'll see how this plays out. I think we're going to need time to allow this to set itself up. I do think trading volume could be a little low today for the Columbus Day holiday. Treasuries are not trading today. So, it's possible we see lower volume. It's also possible we see a gap fill to the downside. So what I'm going to be looking for today on my intraday game plan is looking for rejection of the gap from Friday at Friday's lows. So we'll see. I think you could potentially roll with puts if we trade up, higher. As we start getting down into this range, I wouldn't necessarily fight the trend unless we clearly broke down, like that breakdown pennant showed on the visual. But we do have room down to 2940, and then this is the next key support on the SPX at 2918. So we'll go over to the SPY now. Turn on the here's the level. We got 294.37, and then on the daily chart, I believe it was 293. Let's see. Yeah, 293.41 was the next one under that. Those are my two main supports. I'm gonna be watching those pretty heavily. I'm gonna throw up the pre-market trading right now. Yeah, so we're trading lower, rejecting our 296 price level, and I'm looking for a rejection of these lows on the SPY for a short trade. See if this rolls over and test some of that, those lower ranges here. Our 294.37 is certainly in line today. We'll keep that in focus. If the volume is low, I'm not really sure how fast we'll get there. Potential swing trade. So that's my game plan on the SPY. I have two setups. On Disney again, same thing. Um, we're still watching this consolidation zone here. Holding support bottomed out, and we're looking to see how this holds at our 129 support, and if we could break that 13 EMA and head higher. Remember, on the daily chart, we do have this large gap, kind of a double bottom, so we'll see if this could break out and bring us higher. Disney has been trading pretty well off our levels lately. Nailed two big trades on it last week. That was very helpful. Another one I want to look at and show you guys is Activision, sort of a similar setup. We have a gap to fill from what is this, 56, 57, we'll call it, up to 63. And right now we kind of have a pennant forming on this chart as well on the daily. We're holding the 13 EMA and the mid Bollinger Band, so as long as we continue to hold those at around the 50, what's at that bottom, around the 54 level, um, we could look to potentially break out, and head not only to the gap but to 57 in the short term. So about a 2-3 point play on the upside. If we do start to pull back and hold this bottom trend line, I'd also consider getting long, um, heading into the holiday season. So those are my setups and my game plan for today. Sorry, my throat's all fucked up. I have another sinus infection. I get these all the time, so I sound like shit. I apologize for that, guys. I'm still gonna be trading. I think we do get some good action this week. So with that being said, I'll talk to you guys in chat. The new chat. For those of you who haven't switched over yet, I recommend doing so. Otherwise, it's gonna be very lonely in there. All right, talk to you later, guys.